Hey guys, it's your pal Victor here from Cult Classics and Cult Following, and we're continuing our reviews and coverage of the 2021 Sundance Film Festival. The next movie we're going to do a quick capsule review of here on the video channel is for The Pink Cloud, and this is a Brazilian movie. It was directed by Iuli Gerbase, and it was written in 2017, directed in 2019, and the tagline has any resemblance to the events of the current day are purely coincidental, because this movie is about a couple. They are named Giovana, who's played by Renata de Lelis, and Yago, played by Eduardo Mendonça. And the two of them have just hooked up. They've had like a one-night stand, and the next day, a pink cloud, like a gas, starts to like kind of circle around the world. And if you get exposed to it, you die within like 10 seconds. And basically, it leads to a worldwide lockdown for, it turns out, an extended period of time. And this movie sort of tries to envision what an extended lockdown due to a worldwide virus might be like before COVID happened. And I'm gonna say, a lot of people might talk about like, what would this movie be with or without like the coronavirus pandemic happening right now? And I think if it had never happened, this movie would still be really thought-provoking and really thought-provoking, grant you a lot of depth, because it's sort of about like a relationship that's forced to go through like fast forward, because the man and the woman are sort of locked in there, and they can't leave the house because there's no masks or anything, so the government comes up with drones to drop off food. So they even have less freedom than we do during the like current quarantine / lockdown / whatever is going on, depending on where you are. And while they have a lot of physical chemistry at first, that's going to give way to like, do they have different ideas about religion? Do they have different ideas about, do they want children? Do they want to raise kids in this world? What about their extended family? These are all sort of issues that come up during the film and are presented in a very realistic way. Are there people who kind of want to dig their head in the ground and, forget what's going on in the outside world? And there's people who like really need to like get out because they're social, and in this environment, they're like stifled and trapped. And we meet relationships that these characters have with others that kind of give light to a lot of these different viewpoints. And especially interesting is how Iago just kind of wants to put his head down and move forward and not dwell on the negativity of it, which Giovanna sees as being a pessimist, because her hope is to get out and live in the real world without spoiling it. There's things that come up that make that much more and more difficult as time goes on. And Giovanna really comes to resent the pink cloud, which the cinematography in this is beautiful and bathes everything in hues of pink, like this ever-present ominous cloud with, has its own sort of theme in the soundtrack. And I will say it's a really strong performance from her and from him. And, a movie like this that's really enclosed is only as strong as its strongest leads, and the leads in this are excellent. This movie just really hit me. It was a strong gut punch, even though there's like a science fiction element to it. It ended up being very close to life. And the ending of this movie is left deliberately vague as to what happens, and I'm sure that's bound to create a lot of discussion and curiosity around people who see it. Is it like a brave act? Is it what is happening there? So, this is so far one of my favorite films of the fest, and I can't recommend it enough. It's also in the World Cinematic Drama Competition, and I gave it 5 stars. So, hopefully it places. I'm excited to see. But yeah, one of the best films of the fest so far. If you get the opportunity to see this, I highly recommend it. We have more reviews on the way, so if you enjoy this, feel free to give us a like, a subscribe, comment, tell your friends, hit the bell icon. Until next time, I'm your pal Victor here, and find us with more content from Sundance over at cultfollowing.co. So thanks, guys.